my dad owned like a mom and pop grocery store. So it was just all about constantly saving, constantly saving. I mean, I think in my entire childhood, we went on like 2 or 3 vacations, and they were always to Florida or something. So even now, I struggle with like going on vacation, and I see my friends go on, annual trips with their family, and that's not something that we ever did. And it's just weird. Like I'll sometimes go out to eat dinner with friends at like a really nice, expensive restaurant, and I feel guilty about it. Where I'm like, I could have just went to Chipotle, and it would have been the same exact thing, but for like so much cheaper. And so I struggle with this guilt that I have because my parents are constantly saving, and they still do today.
I have always been very conscious about saving, very weird about debt. My mom is definitely someone who's like, oh, credit card debt, not a big deal. This is embarrassing at 25. I don't have a credit card because which I'm aware is a problem. And I've actually tried to get one in the past couple months and have been denied due to lack of credit. But because I have such money noise I don't want to go into too much debt because I don't want to be like the Great Recession. And so
You're a millennial.
Yes, I'm 25. And so that was definitely something that I was very cognizant about in my teens. And I've always been like an obsessive saver. I commuted in large part to college to kind of minimize my student loan debt. I was a nut job and paid off on just under $18,000 of student loan debt in 18 months because I was so concerned I wouldn't be able to pay it back because I am a news producer and we make not great money. So I've always had that money noise and especially fear of debt.
Practical advice. I want you to download an app called Self Lender.
I come from an Italian American family, and it's all about hard work, making an honest living, not taking risks, taking the safe bet.
So you two related to that story I was telling you about my Italian friend.
Yes, I did. It really struck a chord with me and my background. But I think my parents worked for the state, they worked for the county, they had just safe jobs, where they had benefits, and that was just an amazing accomplishment for them. And for me, they almost deterred me from going to college, like just the risk involved with taking student loans and, just doing something different than what they were told to do. So the fact that I went to college and, that I have a career now making a salary that they never thought that they would see, in their lives it just means a lot to them, and it means a lot to me too.
Awesome. So you transcended your money scripts.
I think so. But it wasn't easy. Like, when I first decided to go to college and sort of break the script, there was a struggle and a lot of conversations with my parents and explaining the why, but I guess I did it.
You don't have to identify with it. You don't have to feel guilty for backing away from it. Just don't fight with it. It's conditioning. It's not who you are.